a legit minute, anybody who finally is listening, for me to, when I do Synthwave Saturday night on this music channel, it takes legitimately a minute of me fumble fucking and refreshing this damn YouTube studio for it to allow me to go online, where it does not do that on the regular channel. I do not know why. I'm sure it's something set up wrong, but it always takes me a while. So you guys always think I'm late, and I'm like, no, I'll be on time, and just fucking with this for like a minute and a half. And on hitting the button, which still took me a minute for it to get working, I realized two things. One, I probably should have started off singing a Prince song like I did casual. Again, Prince's birthday was yesterday. Yesterday being June 7th. Especially, this being Synthwave, an 80s oriented show. Even though we play all other genres of music. But I didn't practice. And then two, I still do not have a soundboard. So, working on that. And I know this is a long intro. Haven't even done the real intro. So, I already know the answer to the question after begging for it to happen. But I'm going to ask it anyway. Are we live? I said, are we live? Looks like we are. VigilanteWilliamson here on another episode of Synthwave Saturday Night. It is the 21st episode. I used to do the number. Now I'll just do another. Gotten lazy. Got lazy in my old age. Appreciate Retro Richard being here. Tom Jensen. Peace, love, and barbecue. And then when I repeat that, since your dildo, being a dildo that he is, says something. But peace, love, and barbecue. Appreciate you guys being here. I didn't give this that much lead time as I normally do. Because I just was sitting out there chilling. I did my little walk, took my little shower, and was just chilling, smoking a little bit. I'm like, I don't want to go into this room until I'm ready to just do everything. Peace in Themyscirianism, peace in Pan-Africanism, peace in Pan-Caucasianism, peace in whatever. Just having peace. After you're going to make a Power Ranger story. Man, you should try to make some of your stuff to be filmed. Try to do a fan film. I will read through the Owl Man. I know you sent something through Instascam. I kind of skimmed through it, but I haven't read through the whole thing. I'll be honest, but I will. Even though this seems like an anthology. I mean, you been writing this thing for a minute too. But cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Just keep writing. That's just cool. Keep trying to learn right now. I watched your Depoy video. Shout out to you getting Elvin Robertson, bro. I did not know who the motherfucker for the Spurs in the mid 80s. I'm like, shit, I don't know who was on the Spurs. Like you all I know was Gervin. And I'm like, man, I don't know who it is. Like Artis Gilmore, no, he probably left by then. He probably, I was like 85. So I don't know who the fuck, but you got Alvin Robertson. That was cold. But anyways, in that video, you had said something about the reason you like defense, that you practice and train and research defense. Do the same for your writing. Hopefully you're reading, whether it's comics, whether it's books, whatever it is that you want to specialize, scripts, read everything, read as much as you can, and then watch critiques and try to get better. If you know any other writers that can critique your work, have them critique your stuff and take it in stride. Don't feel like, oh my God, I'm just the greatest guy who ever put pen to pad or stroke the keyboard. No diddy. And how can anyone not think what I wrote is the most excellent thing ever? Don't have that attitude to anything, especially if you're being creative. Just take it in stride, try to get better, have and fall in love with the pursuit of getting better, which you probably already kind of did with basketball, right? You fall in love whenever you train for something. You got to fall in love with the training. You got to fall in love with the drills and all that other stuff. I fell in love with doing basketball drills, and I'm out of shape because they're fun. It can be fun. It can still be work, but it can be fun. When I was in Charlotte, I'm in my late 20s, early 30s, and I would go up to a basketball court that was at a corporate office that my mom worked at. And these people thought I worked there. It was a corporate campus, though. It was a lot of other businesses in that area. But I would drive, and it wasn't too far from my work. So I would drive over there, and I would set up cones. and I would do fucking drills I saw on YouTube. Legit. And then every now and again try to actually play people. And I would never be as good as I was at that court. And I would it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. I was just trying, it was just part of it was to get in shape. I was like, I would say late. In the 200s to 300, like under, I was trying to get under 300, but I wasn't that much. I was like 310, between 290 and 310 weight wise, which is still chubby as shit. But I'm like, okay, basketball is a way of help. I didn't fuck my diet. I ain't do anything like that. Not gonna do that. But basketball is a thing. So that's just, I know this is a rant. What does this have to do with Synthwave? Nothing. I'm just talking to Richard. I'm just ranting at Richard as old men do when they have a youth listening to them. Let me tell this youth everything I know. In case some old man shit happens to me, you know what I mean? Knock on wood, because we're not aiming for that. We're not aiming for that. In any event, I hope everyone's having a good evening, good night. It's a good night for Synthwave. It's 11 now. So yeah, that there's that. I should probably get a set going of some music. Right before this. And I hope I can, oh man, I should probably also open up the door. Since that's what this whole fucking show's about. But right before this, no, hey, chill out there, buddy. Relax. No, you can chill out too. You guys are a little too hype. But before this, I was watching, y'all gonna tease me because bodybuilding is kind of gay. But I've been down the rabbit hole because, you know, look at training stuff and it's right there, right? And I went through kind of, not a phase, but I knew who some of the bodybuilders were, and I kind of kept up with it and whatnot. And kept up with the coach because, like I said, I wanted to do steroids. And I wanted to do steroids for the purposes of bro, will you chill? For the purposes of improving my physique to make myself look more... you know what? I'm gonna be super honest to you guys. You need cones, man. I got them off of what was it? They weren't like the tall cones. They were shorter cones. But I got them off Amazon for like $20. But that was then. I don't know. They're probably $50 or some shit now. Okay, what is fuck Royce. We'll get into that. Why fuck Royce too specifically? Jokic type beat. I wonder what a Jokic type beat. I love that. You know, I need to make a beat CD with different things type beat. So I'm putting that in the set. Because I think that's funny. Hold on. All these rambunctious songs. I guess this is a good set, and if we add something. You're in the Dominican. You could probably get them anywhere there. I know that there's some of them are OTC in Mexico too. You can get them over the counter. You used to get them over the counter in America. It wasn't until the 90s and even it wasn't even the whole night. It took throughout the 90s. Yeah, Royce. And I don't know what UK is. Preparation age. No, not those type of Royce. Yeah, fuck those if you ever get those. No, steroids. That was clever. I like dad humor. I'm sorry. It was corny. That was clever. But no, steroids, yeah, it might be available OTC, over the counter. That's what I mean by OTC. Steroids. Been way better shape. If dad helped you around, showed you around shit. But I mean, he had to know the stuff. You mentioned that your dad is older. Your dad's not that much younger than my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? I'm older than you by 15, 16 years? 17 years almost. So, I mean, that's a weird age situation, which obviously you've explained. But, I feel like, I get how you have your feelings towards your family, but don't be too hard on them. We're only human. Which is an 80s song, by the way. We're only human. Lyrics probably aren't that. But, I mean... Don't be too. People are people. People are gonna be people. I had to get like that with my parents, where it's like, man, because my birth ain't the greatest, right? And you're just like, I'm here. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Read history helps me realize, a lot of people just end up here, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always you think everybody got this Leave It to Beaver, and coming across people with even more fucked up situations. You think everybody got Leave It to Beaver lives, but no, they don't. We're only human, but some humans should be old enough to know when they're making a mistake. They should, but you also got to keep in mind. I mean, listen, when I was young, I was a thirsty bastard, and right now I don't have no thirst. But when I'm in my 50s, I might be a thirsty bastard again. And then some young girl might come around. I'm like, oh, hey, thirst. And so I don't know why Mickey Mouse. That's how you get the hoes, having Mickey Mouse voice. This is the hoes one right now. We're gonna get into music. But we talking now, and I the guy usually talking strings. I'm not even got music playing because I want to get into the fucking synthwave when we get in. But it can happen to any man. That's why having some sort of discipline. See, that's something that men didn't teach each other the last generation. I can tell you, I never had no OG in my entire life tell me to have any type of discipline with who I'm with ever. The OGs were like, pussy ain't got no face. It was all simphood, bro. It was all, the whole culture was about how to please a woman, make sure your woman do this, make sure your woman do that, make sure you do this, make sure you happy wife, happy life. It was no idea of, you should probably be selective of the women you with. Like, oh, you got a woman, you're getting some pussy, congratulations. It was never, ever a thought of, think about the woman that you're dating. That never, ever, ever told me that. Oh, he was taller too? Oh, so he had girls on him. Tall Dominican, so he had girls on him. And he's going to have girls on him the whole life. He said he smashed every race of woman. See, that's what I mean. OGs were just, I smashed this, I smashed that. The whole culture. That's why, even though the red pill is full of shit, that's nothing. Multiple divorces. The red pill is full of shit. But one thing it did bring is, wait, stop being so thirsty all the fucking time, every time, in all situations. So that's something you probably don't realize about the past culture. Like, listen to these old R&B songs, man. That was the culture. It was, and even some of these phrases, you're like, damn, that's overstating. You don't love a girl. No. That's how they felt. I hate to do my man Prince. What is Adora? There's the actual lyrics, and this is tame for R&B. You can get crazier. Until the end of time, I'll be there for you. Until the end of time, we get 80 to 100 years tops. Until the end of time, I'll be there for you. You own my heart and mind. I truly adore you. And I love this song, by the way. And this is guys were way harder than this. Prince was way harder than this. If God one day struck me blind, your beauty I'd still see. I can still see your beauty if I was blind. Love's too weak to define. Just what you mean to me. Again, this is tame R&B. This isn't the super simp R&B. This is basic bitch. But I've told you, I'll love you until the end of existence. And I would still see your beauty if I was blind. And love can't even define what you mean to me. That is hyperbole. But that was the culture of men towards women. Why do you think they put a romance, and even no matter what movie it was, there was a romance and the guy would get the girl at the end? Because that was so part of the male aura, was like, I need to get all women or get women. And that's more important than my passion, than my anything. And so that's something you got to realize about the old generation. I don't think it's as much the case, for better or for worse. Sometimes, like I said, the red pill could be full of shit, but it was like, my whole life has changed since you've been in. I knew back then that you were that special one. Your whole life has changed. You were that very, very special one. It's like, It was so extreme. And that was how people actually felt. That was how people actually felt. So it was representative of the culture. So like now that's not the case. You like, what the fuck? How? How could this happen? Why you think you would? No, you wouldn't. Not if you understand. And I hate to say simp, but it was woman worship. It was the culture was worship woman, worship relationships. And listen, I still love R&B. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna try to make R&B. You said you in the chat, only OG you got all, man. You set up for failure. I'm sorry, brother. Dad went through 4 divorces. That's common. All your brothers are thirsty, even when they marry a baddie, still at the dirty hoe. And that's nothing. Everybody thought they was a player. So once you get one, you got to get more. You got to catch them all like fucking Pokemon. You got to catch them all like fucking Pokemon. So it was just, and this is again, and it fucked up. It could have fucked up my life. I saw it fuck up other people's lives, and I look back. I was going full speed ahead to try to get the fuck up my life. Why didn't you get her pregnant? You should have got her pregnant. The fuck? This is the shit that the OGs were telling young men. I need to clip this out and put this on the main channel. I might clip this out and put this on the main channel. Because it's like, people got to understand that. I'm the only one who's not like my mom. Not like that. My mom called my oldest brother ex-wife. She even asked if I'm like them. My mom said, nah, he's different. My ex-wife said, thank God after. What's crazy, I'm better than all my brothers and father, even combined. They get women. I'm basically, it's an expansion of, and I get BS talking stages. Because women like toxicity. Or rather, they're attracted to toxicity. I don't know if they like it, but they're sexually attracted to toxicity. And toxicity is toxic. I agree. I'm not sure what you agree because I'm ranting. Low for something. I'm not sure what you're laughing at because I'm ranting. And worse than Synthwave. Way worse than Synthwave. What I hate is why women my age are making you pay for things old generation did to their grandmother. Fuck them. This generation is going to have to have some stoicism about it. That's just what the season calls for. It calls for stoicism. It calls for stoicism. It calls for people being, and this is supposed to be talking about steroids. I'll get back to steroids and then we'll get the damn show going. Part of this gives time for people to show up, which hasn't happened. Maybe, you know what? I should probably once I get a song playing, I'm gonna post it on the OG channel. Man, I'm also posted on Instagram. 'Cause I rarely do that. But this was the culture. This was the culture. I was subject to it. I was a big simp, and it was toxic, and it led a lot of men, and we're still recovering from it. We're still recovering from it, and now you have the anti-version of it where it's hate all women all the time. That's not going to help either. We'll get balanced at some point in the future. I'm hoping your generation is the one that can balance us out, bring balance to the force. But, yeah, the thirst culture of men back in the day is something to the thirst, the toxic, you define your life by what women define. And I was on the same thing. Yeah, instant scam. I call it, just like I say pandemic, certain phrases I just say. I can't help it. Tom. But back to steroids. What did that have to do with steroids? How did we get here? So I really wanted to take steroids, and I just happened to come across a video talking about should I take steroids. And they're breaking down the reasons you shouldn't take steroids that aren't like health related. And this guy's actually kind of funny. But he's being very honest about why. And it's just funny. So many of these reasons are why I didn't take it. Because I just didn't, the hair loss. And then he just shows some of these pictures. This guy's 24. He looks 44. And the back knee, the acne, the skin, the people who look regular as shit. The people who it was like you could either look regular or like a fucking freak mutant. It's like, no, I just want to look like this perfect thing. It's like you may not hit that. And if you do, you may not still have your hair and you may not still have your skin or your liver or your heart. And then you have to help. It's like, this is stupid. This is stupid as fuck. And it's just funny. Right before I start this damn stream. I was watching part of the video. I kind of want to watch the rest. So that was that whole rant. And why did I want to take steroids? Here's the link. The link. I want to take steroids for the hoes. I wanted to take steroids so I could be more attractive to women. That's the God honest truth. That's the link. That's why did we rant about that culture? Because that culture had me this close to taking steroids. And only the reason I didn't is because the main thing was I was willing to shave my head if my hair fell off. But the motherfucking those regular guys. And I said, man, I gotta cut. I gotta get super cut first before I take steroids, and I never could get that as cut as I wanted to before taking steroids. So I'm not gonna take all this risk until I can get cut. Therefore, I never did steroids. Therefore, I didn't get hoes. I got some girls sometimes, but you know what I'm saying. But I've grown out of that simphood. I'm still kind of, just because I've got myself back into training, some of this bodybuilding stuff is still cool. You call Zuckerberg Fuckerberg, so you're similar. So yeah, that's the whole rant. I started to watch a video about why you shouldn't take steroids, and some of the reasons was the same reasons I didn't. And they had me think back, and so I had to give everything context. I'm ranting like a woman. A woman give you all these fucking details that don't have nothing to do with the story. You start telling a whole different story before they get back to the main story. That's what I just did, so sorry about that. So, one of your female Amazonian friends' boyfriend was mad you was talking to her. I'm like, bro, if I wanted your chick, I would have taken her already, and even she agreed. God damn. That's fucked up. I'd have probably tried to fight you off of that. And the fact that she agreed, what type of simp? You gotta cut that bitch off. Gotta cut that hoe off. Yeah, cut that hoe off. All right, after all that fucking ranting, 20 minutes of fucking ranting, waiting, hoping more people would show up, did rant, to give away the fact that I haven't given this much lead time. I'm going to go ahead and start Synthwave Saturday night. We're going to start with a set, and I'll try to post about it so we can hopefully bring some more attention to more people on this channel. And then we're going to eventually get into making music. Yeah. All right, let's start off with Slumber, Heatwave 2 LA Takedown featured Astro Tales. Excuse me. Very new from New Retro Wave. Very new, which is, great Synthwave channel to subscribe to. And we'll be playing Slumber, Heatwave 2 LA Takedown featuring Astro Tales on Synthwave Saturday night, and we'll be back after.
Travel a lot?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Make you lonely?
I'm alone. It doesn't bother me. You?
I'm lonely.
All right. Slumber, Heatwave, Heatwave 2, LA Takedown, featuring Astral Tales. Cool track, pretty cool track. Definitely gave the energy the title kind of implies. All right, let's keep going. Marvel 83 with Highlander. This is fairly new, past year. It was recent enough for us. Here on Synthwave Saturday night. I'll be back. All right. Marvel 83 with Highlander. Pretty cool track. I'm gonna keep the set going. Real quick, I see Tom said ranting is awesome. It can be. And said, no, she's a nice girl. No, that's not nice. She's not a nice girl. Just because you liked her doesn't mean she was a nice girl. You got to be respectful of the person you with. You got to be respectful of the person you with. For her to think that is to be disloyal. She's not a nice girl. And, you know, I talked about, you had a phrase earlier, you know, why am I paying for things the old generation did their grandmothers? The grandmothers wasn't innocent. Don't believe the feminism lie. You know, there was no, there was less birth control. That was not what I was actually going to say. There was no paternity testing. A lot of people, there's a lot of fuckery with that. So women weren't innocent by no stretch of it. I mean, it never have been. Not to say men are now or ever have been. People aren't innocent, but there's a lot of women who fucked around throughout the years too. So let's not kid ourselves. And like I said, you're not supposed to. You don't do that to your boyfriend. Not if you care about him. But if you don't, you know, you can be a thought. But you say she's a nice girl, like she's way too honest. Her man ain't really mad, just a male Gen Z victim. Even still, well, I mean, that's the thing. You still don't do that. If you have integrity within yourself, even if she felt that way, you still wouldn't do that. Going to get Tom Jensen, who might even be back by now. So he was going to get Mama J. Shout out to Mama Jensen. To bed. Hopefully she's doing all right. And then world build while you listen. Appreciate that. Appreciate being your soundtrack to you doing your writing. Still on you guys here. I posted on the Instascan, which I don't get on Instascan that much. You said there's a room of your grandfather. This is your grandfather. Wow. So that's what I mean. Women got around. I see you have a link. I'll check that out actually during the next song, which is Odyssey. That's what I would say Maybe I'd say Highway 707, which is a reference to the TR-707, which was a drum machine, of course, in the 80s. All right. And they use that 707 convention for a lot of Roland products. But that's what I'm assuming it's for, the infamous TR-707. In any event, we'll go ahead and play that. And we'll be back on Synthwave Saturday night. Just a few songs before we actually start trying to make our own Synthwave. All right, all right. That was pretty cool. Odyssey or Odyssey with Highway 707. Very cool. I did see that. What type beat is this that you put in the link? Warriors type beat. It looks like. No, I'm not gonna play. I'm trying to Jokic, but not the Warriors because I do want to get into making music. And going back to your grandfather thing, the room was from the 1800s. I guess it would be because I was wondering which grandfather it was. I didn't know if it was on your mother's side or your father's side, but obviously it's on your father's side. And he was an older man as well, and your father struggled because of it. He did the same thing. You know, it does say be fruitful and populate the earth, and that was a lot of people's spirit. That's another thing. There was a religious, even for the people who wasn't secular, there was a religious inclination for everyone to have as many kids until, you know, and keep having them until you can't no more. So that was a thing. That was a cultural thing. It's not there anymore. You know where everyone is, by the way, is on Zax's channel. And I'll tell you guys and I'll tell them. I hope Zax isn't. Zax is so cool. But I realized, okay, I got to get better. You know what I mean? I don't have, if I don't have enough viewers, because I don't want to share with anyone. You know, that doesn't mean obviously people watch other things, but it's like I'm not trying to be a hanger on. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, that's where everyone is. They're watching Zax. So, or they're actually on Flaccid Phoenix's channel. Shout out to Flaccid Phoenix, Zax, AJ, all the Circle of Jerks crew. But I'm like, okay. And which I do stream during that stream, but I realize it's kind of like, okay, I still have a long way to go. And that's a good thing. We're in a reboot of the channel of the whole Vigilante Williamson thing, so to speak. As we still got Jokic's goofy ass face as I say this, so I'm like, okay. You know, I hope they stick with me through the reboot, but maybe they won't. I hope they do. But it's like I have to create a better product. I hate to say I'm taking this from Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's theory is, if we get low numbers, whether it's ratings or ticket sales to shows, when that was more important, we didn't do a good enough job. It doesn't matter what the fuck else was on. It doesn't matter if the Oscars were on. It doesn't matter if the circus was in town. It doesn't matter if we didn't get the numbers that we wanted, we didn't do enough. And that's just proof I'm not doing enough on both channels to get the viewership that I want. So I was like, okay, I have to do better. So those things are, you know, signs of improvement are good because it means you got something to work towards. So I got to do better. This week I got to get 5 videos out on the other channel, and I probably will clip this out. I'm going to put it on the other channel, though, because it's not music related. In any event, I don't know how this Jokic type beat is going to go. There's a goofy smile. But we're getting closer to me actually starting to try to make music. And Tom Jensen's back. He's having a pro stop. No, I'm not knocking myself. I just got a long way to go. And that's a good thing. That means I have to improve. All right, here's Jokic. want to knock this producer. This beat is kind of generic, man. I get it. It's not much change. It's kind of generic, which I mean, sometimes generic beats work good for a song. I mean, this one only has 96 views. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to somebody putting out a beat for Jokic. You said expected something more classic. I don't know what I expected. But shout out to AJ with his Jokic type beat. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's been 3 years. Hopefully he's made better music since. Or he's still making music. I don't know. Maybe he's not. Because it's been 3 years. He only has 3 subs. Let's see. What's going on with AJ? So, yeah, he stopped. Or at least he stopped on this channel. And yeah, Vip, this is the Midnight with Ben. And then we'll start making music on our own. Stop criticizing other people.
Sink like stone, you seem to float above the madness, like wings on canvas. And all that I know is that I hear the notes through the darkness, like a promise. Everything will always be exactly how it's gonna be, though I seem to worry every single day. This prodigal turns home again, and morning comes, and in the end I see that new sun shining on your face. We began to bend, we began to mend. When we began to bend, we began to
We blocked, guys. We blocked. Wow. track. Let's see. I'll mute, yeah. Okay, let's make sure the sound's gonna work, which I didn't test. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. That's even better, guys. Oh, come on! I don't know if are we back? We're back. We're back. Okay. So I decided, okay, I'll take the break and try to make sure the sound works. Try to make sure the sound works, and it's not fucking working, and I don't know why. And I'll put 1, 2, Reaper 1, 2, Reroute 1, 2. God damn it, man. Properties, stereo, yeah. 1, 2. I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second. Actually, delete this one. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Nothing. The sound is not working. Why is the sound? Actually, really, I can't even hear the sound out of this. Headphones. So I'm not looking at the channel. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the sound. Oh, now I can't hear it off the headphones. Why isn't it working when it's Reroute not working? Fuck me, man. It's bad enough we got claimed, and now this shit doesn't want to work, man. This is what makes these streams even shittier than the usual ones. Because I never know. And this is why I hate Reaper updating every 5 fucking seconds. Reaper updates all the damn time. And then sometimes it just doesn't work. And it might just need the computer to refresh. But I'm already fucking streaming. You said something about the white women. Blame Nas even though he's not here. He's at Zach's channel. I'm debating what we should even do. Because I'll probably got to restart the computer to get it to work. I could try to restart the stream. Stop the stream and immediately restart. That's probably all I can do. And if I don't restart, we know that this stream, we know I never got it working. And I'll just work on music. Because, that sometimes that last time, that's all it is. Just restart it. And it was good. Because it's not translating like it should. And I don't know what to do. And I don't want to hold you guys up. You guys, it's late. You guys a chance for even being here in the first place. So I love time blaming Nas. It is Nas's fault. It's always Nas's fault. No, it's my fault. I should have tested this before we even started streaming. I didn't. Then I play music. I know these bigger artists who are getting signed in this space, in the synthwave space. And so I didn't check that. And so, I'll play the Midnight, even though we're getting more trouble from the Midnight, so I can't play them. It sucks a lot of bigger artists like Carpenter Brute, the Midnight, Gunship. They're getting either signed by major labels or the labels that they're on are being a little bit more protective of their work, which I understand. But that's getting in the way of me playing it. You start to stream, you'll return. Okay. That's what we're going to have to do. So I'm just gonna restart it. I'm just gonna have to stop it, restart the computer, and if I don't restart it, I'll put a message, and maybe both of the community tabs like, "Hey, had technical issues. We'll have to wait till next week." And I hate doing that. We went an hour. It still was a worthwhile stream. We got that rant about women and dating and simphood earlier, so there's that. And then we still got to play some cool music. Only got one set in. So if this is the stream, I apologize. Right around an hour without no work getting done. But if it's not, I'll see you guys in a minute. But if it is the end of the stream permanently for the night, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're not so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. Hopefully, though, we will see you in about 10 or 15 minutes. All right, let's see what happens. I'll talk to you guys hopefully shortly. But if not, then